Oh, it is. Oh my gosh, it is day 14. We are on day 14 of the 30-day magnesium soaking challenge. How do I know if I need magnesium? So let's talk about a few things. And I'm going to switch over to comments. Let's talk about a few things that will help you know if you need magnesium. So, first of all, do you eat sugar? If you eat sugar, I promise you, you need magnesium because sugar goes in, magnesium goes out. It takes 54, 56, 50 something, takes 50 something molecules of magnesium to process one of sugar. And so 50 times the amount of magnesium for every part of sugar. Ugh. So if you're eating sugar, you're pushing magnesium out. If you're on some medications, most medications deplete magnesium. If you smoke, massive depletion of magnesium. If you drink alcohol, massive decrease of magnesium. Get this one though. If you experience stress, depletes magnesium. Cortisol levels go up. Magnesium is pushed out through your urine. If you eat carbs, if you eat too much protein, protein turns to glucose and that walks you away from your magnesium. Now, the soils have locked up the magnesium. Our plants can't get it because we overuse synthetic fertilizers. And because of that, our food has decreased in magnesium. So you add that issue on top of our current lifestyle, and that's why we're in this conundrum with magnesium. So, physically, though, in your body, what does that look like? Oh, and I see some people have hopped on. I want to know, are you soaking in magnesium? Are you doing the 30-day challenge? Is this even helping people? Because here's what's happening on Instagram there's about 200 to 250 people that are watching the Instagram stories, and so far, only 2 of them are soaking. What a colossal waste of my time and your time to watch the story, me to prep for the story and do the story if you're not soaking. So I want to know, give me some feedback, share with me. Are you actively doing the 30-day challenge? And do you have plans to test? Because in my opinion, you have not completed a 30-day challenge if you have not tested your magnesium red blood cell. Let's talk about symptoms, though, that come up. So we know that mitochondria, which power ATP energy in the cell, we know that's where we focus on that so that we can create optimal health. And we know that mitochondria, there's between, oh, my numbers are off today. I'm back from vacation. It feels like a Monday. I think it's 50 something on how many processes mitochondria need to start, that they need enough magnesium to start them. So if we don't have enough magnesium, it shows up in our body. And let's talk about the ways that it can show up in your body. It can show up with migraines. It can show up with tension headaches. It can show up with autoimmune issues. It can show up with fatigue. It can show up with your skin looking super old. That's a lack of magnesium. It can show up with muscle cramps. It can show up with restless leg syndrome. It can show up with autoimmune. You have to be magnesium deficient first for all of those things to have happened. Those things don't happen if you've got a magnesium rich environment. Experience arthritis started with a magnesium issue. Now, here's the thing that's really, I don't want you to take away, oh, Kristen says magnesium's going to cure my anxiety, my depression, my hormone problems, my brain fog. I didn't say it was going to cure everything, because it will not cure everything, but it is the thing that went off to open the gateway for all those issues to happen. So let's close the gate. Let's close the gate and get you feeling better. I was just talking in in a group that I'm running right now of some really super dedicated women that are creating health. Karen and I were just talking, and we've been watching what's happening today around the world. And I watched a woman hand over a child to a complete stranger just for safety. And it took my breath away. It left me, and I don't usually get into politics, and this isn't politics. This is just a human issue. I watched a mother hand a child over. I'm not getting into the politics of it. She has lost her freedoms. She's lost her freedoms. You and I have freedom. If you're watching this right now, you have the freedom to be in your home, at work, on a device that you have time to sit and watch this. Let's take our freedom and create action and get feeling better, because here's what happens. Here's what happens when women get feeling better. Instinctively, the first thing they want to do is make things better around them. We need more women doing that. If you don't feel good, you can't do that. You can't make other people feel good. That's a shell of a burned out woman, stressing out her adrenals, thinking she's doing all these things to help people, when in actuality, she's not doing anything because she's so stressed and a shell of her former self. Magnesium is the first step to restore you back to being you. And when you're you, you can take your dreams and the passions of your heart and put them into action and make the world a better place. And from what I saw today on the news, we need more women stepping up and taking more action. Now, I am really lucky because I hang out with women that want to do big things. And I love being with women who want to do big things. It makes me think of Leanne. Leanne does humanitarian work in the world, not just here, but here is her vision. For Leanne to do that, she has to have this much help. If you want to love on people this much, then you just need a little bit of help. If you want to love on people this much out to here, you need this much help to do it. You have to show up, though, for yourself first. And really creating help is about choosing yourself and putting yourself first. And don't tell me, oh, that's so selfish. I have to serve others. You can't serve others if you're not in a good place. You can't make a difference in the lives of others if you're not in a good place. You have to say yes to yourself. It's not selfish. That's, I take care of myself so I can follow through on all the things that I want to do and the ideas that I have. We need more women feeling good, putting themselves first so that they do feel good, so that they can show up and live out their big dream. You and I have freedom. Today, we have the freedom to choose. Will we walk toward help? Will we walk away from help? Now, I'm not in fight or flight because of an external experience. I'm not handing a child over. There are people right now experiencing that. I want to be a part of something that's bigger, of something that's better, a part of women coming together and saying, enough, enough. I'm taking care of myself and I'm doing this. See, living the good life naturally isn't just focusing on you all of the time. It's putting yourself first so you can turn and do that thing that you're meant to do. And I truly believe every single person has something that they are meant to do. Let's get you doing it. And yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's overwhelming. Yeah, sometimes you're tired. Healthy women choose themselves even on the tired, hard, overwhelming, exhausting days. You choose yourself imperfectly. That's what it's going to take to get you healthy. That's what it will take. You choosing yourself, you prioritizing yourself, you managing your time to create space for you to take care of what you need. Because a woman who cannot create space for herself cannot create health. And if you can't create health, you'll continually lose your magnesium, you'll get leg cramps, you'll be exhausted, your thyroid won't work, your hormones will be imbalanced, your skin will age, and you won't have a healthy glow. You'll be exhausted when you wake up. You'll be exhausted in the afternoon. You'll have hormone issues, thyroid issues, seizure issues, restless legs, all those types of things. Oh, Busy Mountain, it's so good to see you here. Welcome from YouTube. So glad that you're here. And here's something. I'm going to push you just a little bit. I'm going to push you. Because right before a baby bird flies, they feel uncomfortable because death is imminent. There's a lot we can learn from that baby bird. I'm going to push you right now. I want to know, what's your big dream? Or maybe not even the ultimate big dream, but what's a dream you want to do? What is it you want to be doing? What is it that you want to do? Leanne is motivated with her humanitarian work. She makes a difference in the lives of children. Children, our most precious commodity. What is it that you want to do? Busy Mountain, soaking, it doesn't matter. You can do it in a bath or you can do just your feet. It does not matter because your feet uptake that magnesium. And when they do, you start to move your vitamin D levels from stored to active and you create optimal health. But if you're always too busy and you never prioritize yourself, it's never going to happen. This week, I did some one-on-one work with a woman, and she is really sick. She's really sick. And about 9 months ago, she quit working on herself and just said she was too busy. And she said, Kristen, if I would have prioritized me, I wouldn't be here. She can't smell anything. She can't taste anything. She's not taking care of those things that she wants to. Stop. Stop. We have freedom. What will you choose? What will you choose? Do you choose yourself? Nobody else is going to choose you. Nobody. Nobody's going to choose you. When women feel better, they make a difference in the world. And the world I saw today needs more women making a difference and saying, enough, enough. This is not acceptable. And I'm doing this to create something better. That's why I soak in magnesium, to change the lives of children, to make the lives of children better. Maybe somebody would have saved me as a little girl. And I wouldn't have had to spend so much time on restoring trauma work if somebody around me would have felt better. That's living the good life naturally. Helping women stand in a powerful place to make the world better. And it starts with magnesium. And you thought I only talked about health. It goes so much deeper than that for me. No, topical spray, Busy, is not. It is not. It is not. It is not. It's good, but it is nothing compared to soaking in magnesium. And topical spray will not get you to cell saturation. We have to soak. Now, topical spray can help you stay in cell saturation, but it cannot get you there. So here's my concern. 12 women right now that are watching this. None of you have big dreams. None of you have something you want to do. Maybe you want to learn how to play the violin. Maybe you want to ski. Maybe you just want to hang out with your family and do an outdoor activity. 12 people right now on the line. and nobody has dreams, we can't be disconnected. We have to be connected to those things we want. By soaking means in water, adding some magnesium. Yes, busy. Absolutely. So a quarter cup of magnesium from livingthegoodlifenaturally.com. And that magnesium, a quarter cup, we're doing a 30-day challenge and we're getting to cell saturation because that's when things start to change. That's when your active vitamin D goes higher. That's when your T4 starts converting better into T3. That's when insulin resistance starts to dissipate. That's when pancreas starts to do its thing, when we're at cell saturation. Quarter cup of my magnesium, quarter cup of that magnesium. Oh, Lorene, I love that. To make people laugh. A good belly laugh is so beneficial for the liver. And Marilyn says, I want to go a trip on family and connect with family and feel carefree. To feel carefree, you have to be healthy and feel good. Because some of us are just as restricted. Well, I don't want to even say it that way because that's demeaning to what those women are experiencing, what they're experiencing. We got to get healthy. There's an urgency that's happening right now. And there are things, and I believe this 100%, there are things that you are meant to do that other people can't do. I see things so differently from other people. And sometimes it's a little bit of a curse. And a lot of times it's a massive gift. I just see things very differently. I'm needed. And if I'm needed, I promise you, you are needed. And we got to get people feeling better. Oh, Jennifer. So Jennifer, that program I was talking about, that private Facebook group, Jennifer's in that group. And to bring the things that you've learned to the kids and families you work with. So to make a difference. And Jennifer, the things that you've told me that you do, I know that you're making a difference. And for a long time, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not making that big difference that I want. And so what I've done doesn't matter. That's a lie. And I'm not believing that lie anymore. Jennifer, the little things that you do are making a difference in the lives of the children that you work with. So busy, a quarter cup. You can go to livingthegoodlifenaturally.com and you can grab some magnesium and start your 30-day challenge and then get your RBC tested. Because achieving cell saturation is the foundation to opening the door for better health. It will not cure everything. Some things it will. It won't cure everything though, but it opens up the door to build a strong immune system to give you freedom from getting sick. Magnesium builds a strong immune by taking stored vitamin D, utilizing the magnesium and turning it into active vitamin D. That strengthens your immune system. Now, is there more than that? Heck yes. But that's the first step. And that's what we're focused on in August. We're focused on in August. And so I want to know what day, how many days have you soaked? I'm soaking right now. My feet are really still while my hands are doing this. I'm soaking right now. What day are you soaking on? And tell me if you're watching this on the replay and what day you're soaking on. I would love to know because I'm cheering you on. I'm so excited for you to get to the finish, to get your magnesium levels tested, determine how much you need to soak. Very important part of magnesium. Because you'll soak too much or not enough if you don't know that. You need that personal data for yourself. And you discover that by doing a 30-day challenge and then getting your RBC tested. It's time to do it. Time to do it. Oh, Jennifer, day 17. Boom. That is amazing. Day 17. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, I just looked at the time. I've got a jam. I want to know what, oh, day 16, Marilyn, good for you. Day 16, boom. Busy. What happens if you soak too much? So, busy, when you take magnesium in through your skin, there has never been a recorded case of having too much magnesium because it bypasses digestion and oral synthetic magnesium issues. And so that's the beautiful thing about transdermal magnesium through your skin. And understanding your burn rate is a part of this 30-day challenge. Oh, Lorene, day 17, fourth year. Boom. Is this your fourth magnesium challenge? Because we always do one in August. I can't remember how long ago. I've always done it in August, but I can't remember when I started doing them publicly. Oh, you're taking a test because we want to know that your red blood cells are surrounded by magnesium. And Busy, your burn rate is different from my burn rate. And you need to figure out when I see, in fact, today I got an email on how much magnesium you should take. That person did not know me. They did not know my stress levels. They did not know my eating habits. They did not know my sleeping habits. They cannot tell me how much magnesium I need to take because lifestyle choices will determine how fast I burn through it. And so you have to determine that. It's part of taking your power back to create health. If you are not as healthy as you want to be right now, at some point or another, you were uncomfortable with your own personal power and you let it go. And so we are taking our power back and determining our own individual magnesium burn rate. And when you do that, nobody can tell you how much magnesium to take because you have that individual feedback. Oh, yes, started in 2017. Lorene, I love that. How exciting is that? Exciting. So I want to know, share with me your takeaway. I was a little ranty today. My heart was really touched and hurt for those women handing over children to complete strangers just to ensure their survival. My heart was just, meh. So a little bit of a rant today. Maybe the rant will inspire you a little bit to take action. We don't have tomorrow. Get healthy today, right now. What was the most important thing, the most beneficial thing that you learned from our time together today? Because we've spent like 25 minutes together. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself to take care of others. And sometimes we can get that backwards and we just think, well, I keep taking care of others and I want to feel better. But it actually increases our magnesium burn rate because we're pushing through our adrenals faster than what we should be. And so it actually makes us really high magnesium burn rate people. And it can come across very passive aggressive to other people because we say we're wanting to help them. But a lot of times, and Marilyn, I'm not saying this about you, I know I've done this. A lot of times when we're doing that, we're doing it to help ourselves feel better. And then we're frustrated because we don't. And then we turned into burned out shells. And I know that's what I was before my health crash. I was a burned out shell of a human being, not the greatest mom. Cannot get enough magnesium. Have you ever tried soaking and done the 30-day challenge? Yes, it's huge. Carolyn, we have to. We have to, Carolyn. And we can, we, it just, we have to. It's time. No more excuses. None. None. You and I are not handing children over to ensure that they stay alive. We have different options and we have 24 hours a day and we're choosing what we do with that 24 hours. And it's time to look back and evaluate what we did yesterday and determine, is what I did yesterday going to get me to what I want to be tomorrow? You know, we have to look back to determine where we're going. You have to do it with love. because some people do that, but they just beat themselves up so much they just spike their cortisol. And so you have to do that with, not have to, you don't have to do anything. I think, let me rephrase that. I think you should do that with love, because those are the women who create help and then get on and make a difference for other people. Oh my gosh, Amy, 100%. Those, you have to put your own oxygen on first. And so many of us don't. And we just end up shells and burned out, magnesium deficient, calcium dominant women who are cranky and ornery and tired all the time. And face it, somebody like that, they don't create good in the world. They're just surviving. I don't want to survive. I'm ready to, I am creating, not I'm ready to, I am creating. Are you? What are you creating? Oh, that's what you learned. I love it. I love it. I messed up on that, Busy. I didn't have context for that. So absolutely, that's what Busy learned, is that when you're soaking in magnesium, it's different. And it has to be a sea brine magnesium, not a manufactured lab magnesium. So go, Busy, go check out livingthegoodlifenaturally.com. Use MAG10, and that will give you a coupon code to get a better price, MAG10. And let's get you soaking, because it's just time. It's time to make a difference in the world. Not next week, not next year, not next month, not when we feel better. It's time to put ourselves first, use common sense, and get feeling better. Quit chasing fad diets, quit chasing the latest thing, get back to common sense, get ourselves feeling better, give our cellular structure what it needs at the cellular level, at the mitochondrial level, and it starts with magnesium. You have to start where the problem began, and it began with a lack of magnesium. So let's get you loaded with magnesium. And so many times, so many things fall away once you get those magnesium levels up. And again, I'm not saying it cures everything, it doesn't, but it helps a lot of things. Oh, love being with you today. My husband's calling and he's here for our date. So I'm headed to go on a date with him and spend some really good time, because healthy women are connected women. Who are you going to connect with? I'd love to know. Share with me. Bye.